Hi, welcome to the channel I Want You to Be Rich. Today we're going to continue with part 2 of 3 financial goals that you should reach by 30, 40, or 50. And today, the second part, I'm going to talk about savings and FICO score. My name is Lee. I teach about personal finance, investment, and money. So what is the financial goal that you should try to achieve by age 30 is to be able to save up some money. And I have some very easy ways, and I break it down to very easy to understand expenses that you could easily do without cutting a sense of enjoyment. According to survey and studies by GObankingRates, nearly 50% of us Americans depend on credit cards to cover essential living expenses, and it is a lot worse for Gen Z because 61% of Gen Z use credit card to cover day-to-day living expenses. So this is a concern. So one of the first steps you want to do is to look at your FICO score, and I have links below where you can check your FICO score. It's also for preventing identity theft. A FICO score, I have it in another video, is between 300 points to 850. And if you want to know what is a good FICO score, it is 670 onwards. Full marks is 850. You don't need to get full marks, but you should have at least a FICO score of 670. Otherwise, when you take a loan or rental agreement or mortgage or car loan, you will be paying a lot more than the person who has a better FICO score, and you will suffer financially. So we're going to talk about how you're going to start saving. One of the ways is to have a 401k or a Roth IRA, because these are tax advantages, ways to save. It actually reduces your tax. One, you pay the taxes now, you put it in, and another one, you put it in and you pay your taxes later. I cover what is a 401k and Roth IRA in another video. Check out Vanguard or Fidelity. A lot of these brokerages like Charles Schwab's have very good plans where you could start and talk to your employer. They probably have something in place. There is a limit to how much you can contribute to your 401k or Roth IRA, and you can have both. You don't need to have 401k or IRA. You can have both the Roth and 401k, but the important thing is to start reading up about it and understanding how you can be more tax advantageous when you contribute, or what is a 401k. And the second part is to start saving. And it's very interesting to find out that if you're 18 years old now and you just started, working on a job that pays, just by saving $35 a week for by the age of 58, you will become a millionaire. Yes, so putting $35 aside a week by the age of 58 or 60 years old, you will become a millionaire. And that is even better if you have it in a tax advantageous way of saving and reducing your income tax payable. And I broke it down how you can actually do this easily. $35 a week is 2 cups of coffee, $6 each, and one Uber ride, that's $12. Maybe it costs more or less, but one Uber ride at $12, and then one meal that you ate out for $12. So just by saving a meal out there for $12, cutting out one Uber ride, maybe take a walk if you can, or the subway, and 2 cups of coffee at $6, you would have $36 a week. And in fact, you just need to save $35. Put it into an S&P index fund. I like Warren Buffett say, if you don't know anything about investment, put it into an index fund that tracks the S&P 500. I have links below. You can check it out. And by the age of 58, you will have $1 million. There will be some years where you find it very hard to save. There will be some time where you have a family emergency, your car broke down, something broke. you need to have some emergency fund save up, maybe like 6 to 8 months of emergency fund save up. And according to CNBC on age-based savings, by the age of 30, you should have 1 year of your annual salary save up. I know for a lot of us after the pandemic, it's very difficult, but try to know that these are the milestones, and if you can, try to reach these goals. Comment below how you can save $35. I personally make my coffee at home. I have a very nice cup that looks exactly like what I would buy at Starbucks, and I automate my coffee using automation tool that switch on my coffee machine once I wake up. I included them where I buy from Amazon below. You might want to do that because if you read Atomic Habits, if you make it easy for you to make your cup of coffee at home and make it tasty, then you wouldn't be tempted every morning when you're in a rush to actually go out and buy a coffee, and then you can achieve your $35 a week goal. So make it as easy as possible and reduce the amount of friction between you and making that cup of coffee, because let's be honest here, I hate to wake up at 6-7 a.m. and have to make my coffee because I'm just trying to go to work. But after using automation, home automation, it became a lot easier for me. I'm going to include the link below of a YouTuber I follow, as well as the Amazon automation. It doesn't cost a lot, but I have saved so much money. The other thing that I use and found very useful is Audible. Audible allows me to read books like Atomic Habits, and that really transformed my life because forming habits is always a problem for me, and I always became lazy and compulsive, and I end up buying the $6, or even sometimes I add on hazelnut flavor and stuff, and it becomes $8. And it doesn't look like much every day, but it really adds up over time, and it eats up my ability to save. So try to review what are some of the habits that you're having and see if you can achieve the same nice cup of coffee at home with very nice cup, and I use a reusable cup, so it's environmentally friendly as well, instead of going out there to buy coffee. And try to make it as hard as possible for you to buy that coffee. And so if you start at 18 years old, by the age of 58, you will have $960,000 or even up to $1 million at just 15% to 20% return on your S&P fund. And we know S&P has been tracking very well. Warren Buffett makes at least 20% per annum on average, and I mean on the long term. So we have this short-term bias where we don't understand how short-term behavior in consistent way pay off in the long term, because we value what is immediate to us. So like that $6 or $8 cup of coffee, it's an immediate reward versus becoming a millionaire at the age of 58, which is too far away. So understand this is a personal bias. Another thing that you want to implement so that you can achieve this second goal in your life is to have drive and initiative. And how do I actually do this is for me to make it easy is that you gotta be healthy first of all. So try to acquire some healthy habits. Like for example, I get off the subway earlier and I do some walks back home so that I get some exercise. I sit a lot in the office as an accountant, or I try to incorporate ways where I'm moving around a lot more than sitting on the chair so that I become healthier. And once you are a little bit healthier, you realize that you have more energy to do things and you're less likely to be tempted to, spend money. Another thing that I realize is to understand why you want to save money. Why do you want to have financial freedom, or why do you want to achieve this financial goal? What is it there for you? Write it down, your goals, on pen and paper. I have links below where pen and paper really works magic for me. Put it down so that you remind yourself what is your reason, what is your mission, and what's your purpose. Once you know the reason and you have a goal, it's so much easier to stay consistent and stay put towards that goal even when times are hard. The other thing that I found very useful is that if you have friends who consistently spend and eat out, but maybe have a different salary package or different lifestyle from you, it is incredibly hard to save money. So having a circle of friends and influence from your peers who genuinely want to have the right financial goals really helps you to stay on track. So if you don't have friends who are interested in saving or are positive about saving money, maybe think about making new friends who can encourage you either online or face-to-face, or try to explain to your friends that these are your goals and this is what you're going to stick to. I have friends who are a lot less friendly when I said I don't want to have that Starbucks cup of coffee and I'm going to bring my own coffee. So there's a lot of pressure around peers who are eating out, dining on Friday, whereas I rather cook at home and invite them to my place. But understand, why do you want to have this financial goal and what are some of the sacrifices that you want to make on a Friday night where you cook instead of going out to eat. So make plans so that when peer pressure comes in, you are prepared for it. I hope this video is helpful to you, and I hope if you're 18, you achieve that $1 million goal, or at least save that $35 a week and start to learn investing early. I have links below about what the S&P index is and how you can learn investing. Thank you. If you like this video, subscribe below. Have a nice day.